I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. On the House floor Tuesday, Texas Republican Chip Roy blasted the Biden administration for not caring about Uvalde, Texas until the horrific mass school shooting. Roy is a fierce critic of the Biden administration and accused Democrats of exploiting the tragedy, stating, quote, "We have mobile morgues being used in South Texas along the Rio Grande, and now suddenly to go exploit a tragedy for political purposes, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle can find Uvalde on a map." Roy has long condemned the Biden administration over the issue of border security. Let's listen in to his fiery remarks.
I thank the Speaker. Noticed my colleague from Texas was down here a little bit earlier talking about the tragedy in Uvalde. And I can tell you, someone who represents Central Texas in a district in a county that shares a border with Uvalde County, it hits close to home. But I would note that the President of the United States and my colleagues have suddenly found Uvalde and South Texas on a map. When we've got 15,000 people in a caravan coming to Texas, we have 700 and something people, migrants who have died along the border. We have body morgues, mobile morgues being used in South Texas along the Rio Grande. And now suddenly, to go exploit a tragedy for political purposes, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle can find Uvalde on a map. Because they sure as hell haven't been able to find Uvalde on a map over the last year and a half of this administration. We'll have more to talk this week about the politicization of this tragedy in Uvalde and targeting the pretext and the false use by my colleague from Texas of, quote, automatic weapons as opposed to semi-automatic weapons. But let's be clear, our borders remain wide open and Americans are dying in droves, hundreds and thousands of people across this country who are dying because of open borders. We'll talk about this week. I yield back.